We're at Space Coast Stadium here, home of the Brevard County Manatees, and we're here with Brewers prospect Logan Schafer, a third-round pick in the 2008 June draft. Logan, first of all, we're going to talk a little bit about draft day. Going third round, that's a pretty high round, pretty big honor. Were you expected to go that high? Did you know you were scouted by the Brewers? And tell us about how you found out that you were actually picked.
Yeah, it was actually a really good day for me, and I didn't know I was going to go that high, but I had a feeling that I might go on that first day. There's only 5 rounds on the first day, so I was, sitting in San Luis Obispo, California, where my college was, and my parents and brothers were all in town. So it was a really, really great day when I saw my name pop up on the screen and got that phone call. It was amazing, and the Brewers were scouting me pretty heavily, so I was really happy to see that I went to the Brewers.
Excellent. And then, of course, this is your second year in the minor leagues here at Brevard County, but I noticed that you did get an invite to the spring training, to the Brewers camp, and you got to spend some time up there. Tell us a little bit about how that experience was for you.
Yeah, no, it was absolutely amazing, coming right out of college and then I went to 13 games over on the big league side, so I got to see, how the big league, mentality is and how they do things and how they work things, and it was really just an honor, being able to go over there and see all those guys and all the veterans, see how they do things, and it was just a great experience. I know what I'm working for now, and I know what, it takes to get there, so.
And were there any veterans or either younger players on the Brewers that took time to kind of a little time out just to kind of help you out or tell you what it's all about up there?
I couldn't even tell you one name. I mean, I was over there a couple times, and they were all unbelievable. They were all really, really, appreciative of me coming over. Every time I'd go over, someone would get a day off, and they'd mess around with me and have a good time, and make me feel at home. So it was really, comforting to see those guys treat me really, with the respect that, I didn't think that I had earned already, but I really appreciated it, and they were all really great, playing good jokes on me and having a good time. So.
And do you remember what it was like the feeling to get your first hit there in the spring training game?
Yeah, no, it was actually unbelievable. I was against Oakland at their field out in Scottsdale, and it was facing the lefty. I hit a ball through the right side, and it was unbelievable. It was my first big league at bat, actually, and it just felt amazing. I was standing there on first base, and my parents were actually there in town, so it was a really good feeling, and I felt like, hey, I could do this one day. So it was awesome.
Cool. And so, what outfield position did you play in college, and what are you learning here in the minor leagues?
I've been a center fielder for quite a while. I played center throughout my whole college career, and I've been playing center. I played a couple games in left and a couple in right last year, but I've been strictly a center fielder so far this year at Brevard County. So.
Okay, and what are some of the things that you're working on down here in the minor leagues? Is it plate discipline? Is it defense? Is it base running? What are the things that you feel that your own game needs to work on the most?
I mean, everyone's game needs to work. You have to have all facets of the game, and really, I'm trying to work on plate discipline. I'm trying to draw a little more walks. Get on base. I'm trying to get my arm strength up a little bit and trying to steal some bases. I'm really trying to work on my base running when it comes to, getting good jumps and trying to get that extra bag, turning singles into doubles. So those are 2 things I'm really working on, and, just trying to stay healthy and trying to get fit and be able to play through a whole season.
Okay, and were you at West Virginia last year, or where did you play last year?
I started the year in Helena. I was there for about 2.5, 3 weeks, and then I got moved up to West Virginia, got about 200 at-bats up there. So. Yeah, I'm really happy on how I'm progressing, and I think that I've, am playing to my abilities here, and I think that this is a good level for me to be learning. So.
And obviously, the life of a minor leaguer takes on a lot of your time, including free time, is spent making sure you're in game shape and learning the intricacies of the game. But tell us a little bit about the Florida State League for people back in Wisconsin may not know. Most of the stadiums, obviously, they're all located in the area. Do you guys do bus trips to your road trip games? And not only that, do you guys hang out at night together? Or do you have a strict curfew? Do you sit around playing video games? What's it like as far as hanging out with the teammates and such?
Yeah, it's actually really, really easy road trips here in Florida. It's all the teams are in the state, whereas in the Sally League last year, maybe you have a 14-hour bus ride. So, it gets rough, and you know the what it takes to have to go through all that and play maybe the next day on maybe 3-4 hours sleep. So, but here I think we get spoiled a little bit. Our longest road trip might be 4 hours. So hey, we're having a great time, and we play poker on the bus. Play poker. Back in the hotel. Usually order pizza after games because there's nothing else open. So. You got to learn how to live with some things, but it's actually, I'm loving it. And this is a great group of guys that we have, and and we all have fun together, and we all hang out off the field and on the field. So it's a good time.
Yeah, I think having fun is what baseball's all about. So, speaking of baseball and how you originally got interested in, did you have any family members or other baseball mentors or coaches growing up, or any particular player that you idolize, or what really made you know that you wanted to be a professional baseball player?
You know, from a young age, like you said, you know, you play baseball to have fun, and I've had fun playing baseball since I was 4 years old. Enjoyed the hell out of the sport, and you know, there'd be nothing else I'd want to do. Went to college, I enjoyed it, enjoyed playing in college. When it comes to mentors, it might be my little brother right now, who's playing UC Davis. He's a shortstop, doing really well this year actually, and you know, he keeps me going. We have some good competitions when I go home, and so it's good. And back, you know, when I was in Little League, I had a coach, Coach Randy Fry. He taught me pretty much all the basics of the game, and really got me to think like a baseball player, you know, have the baseball player intuition and thoughts. So, you know, I give a lot of, you know, props to him. He's you know, been a big part of my baseball life. So.
Yeah. All right. Well, it sounds like a lot of fun down here in the minor leagues, and you still have a couple levels to go before you make it up to Miller Park, and hopefully we're going to see Logan Schafer patrolling center field at Miller Park sometime in the future. So thanks a lot. Good luck down here in the minors, and thanks a lot for the interview.